The BBC cable came in. You know what BBC stands for? Blade brake cable. I'll show you how to fix it. So I found this mower listed for free on Facebook Marketplace, and my buddy Nick was looking for a mower, and I sent it to him and he went and picked it up. And the motor runs fine, but the blade brake clutch cable is rusted and broken. You can see this is the blade brake clutch cable. The little eyelet fell off or broke off, and that engages the blade. So the motor runs fine, but the blade does not engage. And the cable came in, we're gonna fix it. So on these mowers that have a blade brake clutch, they have a cable that runs from this handle down into the mower deck to engage the blade. You can turn it off or on without turning the mower off or on. So when you pull on this handle and that cable is loose, it's not engaging, it's not doing anything. This piece right here breaks off of these mowers. That and the rust bind up the cable that prevent it from engaging the blade brake clutch. So to get this mower to be able to tilt up high enough to access it, we're gonna have to fold the handle so that it can go vertical. Tilting it on its side usually will cause oil to flood into the air filter box or have fluids go where you don't want them. So we're gonna loosen the handle. We're gonna fold it up like that. So you wanna lean the mower up against something so it doesn't fall over. But what we wanna do is we wanna take the blade off, and then we wanna get behind here because the cable comes down through the deck and runs through this plastic housing. But to get this plastic housing off, obviously the blade has to come off. So we're gonna take the blade off and we're gonna take the plastic housing off, and I'll show you what that looks like. To get the blade off, we're gonna use a 14mm socket. It's gonna be a little bit of a tight fit, but it should fit on there snug. You don't wanna back them all the way off because you want it to be able to pull the socket out. You just want them to be able to be finger loose. This blade is rusty. We have a new replacement for it. There we go. I like to keep these together so I know how the blade actually goes in. All right, it looks like the flat part goes up towards the deck. So flat part up. And then this cap comes off. And then I'm gonna put the nuts back on so those bolts don't go anywhere. They seem to move in and out, but I'm just gonna play it safe. Put the nuts back on. And we don't wanna lose our nuts. So this housing, I believe, just pops off. Before you flip the mower over, you want to take out this bolt that's right here and this bolt that's right here holding this cable. You can leave this here, but take these off because it's holding the cover that's covering the cable. So this cover just pops out, and they should be hanging loose when you loosen those two screws holding it on the top side of the deck. And this just angles and comes out like that. And it reveals the drive belt and the clutch brake. This is the brake. This is the blade brake clutch engagement cable right here. We're gonna be taking this off. Snip. Use your snippies. Snip that cable right there, or push up on this cable. You'll see a little slot right here that it hooks into. Take that out. Now underneath is where the calibration clamp is. There's a nut right here that has to be loosened to loosen this clamp to let this go. And it grabs, when you tighten that nut, it grabs this cable to give you the proper slack that you need for proper blade brake clutch engagement. You're gonna need an 11mm socket for this. Get that nut right there. Careful not to lose it. So the plastic piece that holds the cable is held on by this bolt right here. It just pops off. There's a washer too, don't forget your washer, but it just slides off this eventually. It'll pop off kind of hard. It feels like you break something, but that's what it's supposed to do. Back on the top side here, you're gonna pull it up out of the deck. There's a rubber grommet right here. The new one comes with a new grommet, so you can replace that if you want. But you start pulling the cable up out of that hole, and then you're gonna start fishing it back through the brackets. And it should come off. And then right here, there's a little hat thing right here that you have to work off too. Be careful with this because you want to save this. But we're gonna work that off to get the cable completely off the lawnmower. Now that the cable's off, we're just gonna repeat the process. You can see the old one here and the new one. Let's get a little closer. This one's all broken. This one's got all the pieces that you need. This is seized. This moves. That's the issue. Now I'm gonna save you a ton of time. There's an order of events that have to happen to install this correctly. There is only one way to do this. You have to start at the top and work your way down. So you have to start by feeding the cable. You connect the cable here and then start from that, feeding the cable down the shaft and into the mower deck. So to connect this part here, this is the step one. That tab has to go up into a slot that's right in front of this hole. So you snap this in first, pretty much at a 90-degree angle with the shaft, till it sits flush, and then you rotate it in. But you can't do that first. First, in order to get this piece in here to sit flush and rotate to lock in, you have to remove this bracket because this hard piece will not bend and it won't clear the bracket. So this has to come off first, and then you install this and run it through your brackets down to your mower deck. So we're gonna take our 11mm, pull it out. Don't lose the nut or washer. And it disconnects just like that. So now with this loose, we can put this in. We're supposed to go 90-degree angle, turn and lock it. And we can clamp this back over. Put that back together, put the washer nut back on. Then we're gonna feed our cable down through the brackets with the grommet. And then through the mower deck. Push the grommet in. And feed the cable. All the silver part of the cable goes down below the deck too. So push all your slack down below. Before you connect the spring underneath, you want to make sure that this is already attached to the handle, because there's gonna be a lot of tension on this when you pull that spring. So make sure you put that back on and put the little cap back on it. And clamp that with some pliers. Just make sure it's on there good and tight. Underneath this plastic housing, I've put everything back into place. I've had to calibrate the cable a little bit to make sure it's not too tight. If it's too tight, it'll break the cable when you go to engage the blade. So you gotta make sure that there's a little bit of slack in there and kind of balance it so it's not too tight when you pull the handle. Get everything back together. We're gonna put the new blade back on and try it out. All right, remember the flat part goes up against the mower deck. Goes on those bolts like that. And then we're gonna put the new blade on. Do the blade first, cup side facing the mower deck. Put the bracket back on. We got our two nuts. Let's get them started. I like to finger tighten these before the ugga-duggas. Make sure it clears too, that you got the right size. Now for the ugga-duggas. Make sure there's no wiggle in this. Blades on, clearance looks good. Rotating assembly looks good. Let's test it out. All right, one pass. Everybody knows the rules.